In this video I'm going to show you how I made my South African biltong. I used a large piece of silverside beef. You can use loads of other types of meat or game, but meat like pork or chicken don't work. This is a two-part video. One, I show you how to make the Biltong Box, and the other is this recipe video. I sliced the beef along the grain into around 1 centimetre thick slices. It's important to cut along the grain rather than across the grain like you would if you were making a steak, for example. Some people like to cut all the fat off, but you can leave it on here like I'm doing. I took a plastic container and transferred all the beef into it. Next I poured over some red wine vinegar. I let this marinate for around 30 minutes. Next I made up all the spices. The most important one is salt. The salt helps the beef dry and cure. I added some black peppercorns and crushed them in my pestle and mortar. I didn't want a fine powder and left them quite coarse. I added a small handful of chili flakes. This is totally optional, but I like my biltong to have a small kick to it. Then I added a small handful of coriander seeds to the pestle and mortar and crushed these down as well. After around half an hour I took the meat out of the vinegar and dabbed with a kitchen towel to take up any of the excess moisture. I added all the spice mix and rubbed it all over the beef to make sure each piece was covered. Using some small metal hooks, I hung the meat up in my biltong box. Remember to check out my video on how to make your own one of these. I let it dry for around 5 to 6 days and then removed and sliced up. For a full written guide and a list of materials and items used, check out my Instructables page or website. I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you did, please remember to like, share and subscribe.